This is a follow-up video to a video that I did some months ago about my journey from really bad hip arthritis, from needing a hip replacement to not having a hip replacement, choosing to treat it myself at home and working through the whole process of recovery and healing to the point where I'm absolutely fine now. I'm walking normally and I'm even running again. The video that I made then, and yes, it was me, I just had a beard, okay, I don't look the same now. That video, I talked about the things that I had done, and they worked for me at the time, and all I knew then was what I had done. And I know a lot more now, and there are a few other things that I would have done, and there are some things that I might have done slightly differently, because it's been an amazing journey since then, and I've learned so much, a lot from you, from the participation I've had on this channel, which has been amazing, and the feedback from people who tried what I did and came back and told us how it worked, and also people who had discovered this for themselves and they had already done it, but they've engaged with the channel. So thank you all for sharing your stories. It's been a fantastic growth of a community of like-minded people supporting each other and encouraging each other, and it's been absolutely brilliant. What I want to say to you, and I think this is really, really important, is that if you have arthritis and you are looking for a solution and you go to see a specialist, remember that that specialist specializes in one thing, and that is what you're going to hear. So if you go to a physical therapist, you're going to be told that you need to do some exercises, and it's true. You'll go to a surgeon and they will give you advice on the different types of surgery that are available to you. Useful information, but nothing about the exercise. You go to a nutritionist and they will tell you what to eat and hopefully what not to eat to give yourself the best chance of healing, but they won't tell you anything about the exercise. So you need to be the project manager of this, and you need to subcontract the nutritionist, the physical therapist, the surgeons, the doctors who can talk to you about what drugs may help you symptomatically to get through a certain period. And you need to understand as much as possible about this so that you can work out the program that's going to work best for you. So that's what we try to do on this channel. I'm not a specialist. I'm certainly not a doctor, but I went through this whole process, and I am a science teacher and I'm a biochemist, so I get it and I understand the biology and I can read the science papers and I can understand them. And what I try to do on this channel is to present them to you in a way that you will understand what I'm talking about, because you can get sucked into lots of scientific terminology about enzymes and metabolic pathways and things that can be quite difficult to get our heads around. You need to treat arthritis, as I said, as a project. There is a nutritional aspect to this, there's a chemical aspect to this, there's inflammation involved, there are stresses and strains in the joint, so there are mechanical issues involved. 80%, I would say, of hip arthritis, hip in particular, but this applies to knees and shoulders as well, 80% of cases can be reversed, they can be cured. Arthritis only means inflammation of the joint. Of course it can be reversed. It depends what's causing the inflammation, and it depends how bad the damage actually is and what is damaged. Okay, your hip is inflamed because something's wrong. You can address the cause and maybe it will go away. So understand that it's an approach of lots of different things. So don't just rely on a surgeon, don't just rely on a physical therapist, don't just rely on a nutritionist, don't just rely on me. We have lots of videos, and I also on this channel encourage you to go to other channels of surgeons and physical therapists and people who are experts who will address a particular aspect of arthritis. But remember, there's always more than just the one aspect. And if you eat right but continue to do the wrong kind of exercise and create that is causing your damage, you're not going to fix it through nutrition. Equally, if you only do the exercises to try and correct the structural issue that is behind it, but you eat really badly, your inflammation will stay up. You won't be able to heal because you're not eating properly, and that won't work either. So no one thing on its own is going to cure your arthritis or reverse your arthritis. Now, I've done videos on, I did one recently showing a couple of things that you can try and see results literally within days. I mean, it can be as short as 3 days. So go and look at the videos that I'm linked down below here or up here somewhere at the end of this video, just to give you some encouragement if that's what you need. There are things you can do and feel results in a week, and that is massive, because that will just be enough for you to go, wow, if I got results in a week, imagine what I can do in 3 months. Then you go on a 3 month, and then after 3 months, if you're 75% better, then you just keep going, you know. And there are absolutely many cases of people with these problems who have come to accept it because they think, oh, well, you know, I'm getting older and this is what happens. Yes, it is what happens. It happens because people are doing the wrong thing. Our lifestyle is wrong. Our nutrition is wrong. We don't get the right exercise, or we don't get enough exercise. We are very stressed. Our stress hormones are inflammatory, and we end up going down the wrong route to try and solve it, because we go to a specialist and we get one aspect of the treatment and we focus on that, and either that will work or it won't. It probably won't, because one thing on its own is not going to fix it. Okay, so thank you very much for engaging with this channel. Please have a look at the links below. Go and see, if you haven't seen my original video about the journey I went on and how I reversed my hip, and just look at some of the comments. Look at the references, the comments from people who watched the video, because if you really want encouragement, don't take my word from it, take their word for it. These are people who watched the video and took the time to contribute and to tell their stories, and you will find that you are part of a community of people, and if you stay engaged with this channel, you will find it's a very supportive place to be. Even consider becoming a member if you like. Click the join button and that will tell you the options, but you don't have to do that. Okay, thank you for your time and good luck on your journey, and if you share that journey with us, we would very much appreciate that. So stay engaged, comment, tell us how it's going. I will try to reply to all comments. I do try, but it's difficult because the channel is getting quite big, and everything of the best. I hope you find some more useful information in some of our other videos. I'm sure you will, and good luck with your journey.